Was the state of emergency right? We're not talking about if he has been there or not. Now, do you think Mr. President was right on that move?
It was right because you can see that they were blowing pipelines.
So,
and the source of our income in Nigeria, there's no point trying to buttress it.
So was that the first time they blew up a pipeline in Nigeria? They have been blowing up pipelines in Delta and Akwa Ibom and Bayelsa.
But you should know that the agitation was getting more and more percentages.
How was it getting to a bigger?
You can see what was happening actually.
What was happening?
Blowing up pipelines.
It's not the first.
That was the time the presidency had to come in to make sure that things are being done in the right way. They don't use one to really capitalize on that and cause more harm. But what he did was right. Let me tell you, when you're trying to do something, you need something at the board, not allowing it to escalate to a great extent that people will say, had I known. We have to do things at the right time.
Okay, so Mr. President was right.
Well, for that purpose of being chaotic in that area, something has to be done.
So do you think that Mr. President is not right for not to have declared state of emergency in Zamfara, Benue, Plateau, where people's life are being lost? We are talking about pipelines. So we are more concerned about pipelines than lives.
No, lives, pipelines, all these are very important.
So why have they not declared state of emergency?
Now, in those areas, why actually trying to declare state of emergency? Well, why the government are trying to quench whatever is causing it. So you can see the whole power, the whole energy being conveyed to those areas.
So you have converted energy to River State.
They are doing that. They're trying to have a dialogue with Wike and Fubara. But what they were doing was really trying over experiment. It was not getting any interest.
Okay, so Fubara lost his job, but Wike didn't lose his job.
No, nobody lost his job. It's just 6 months, and it might not be up to 6 months.
And why can't the president suspend Wike for 6 months too?
How? Why? Is he the governor of River State?
Well, you just mentioned him as a party to the crisis.
No, the thing is that.
So if you are suspending,
thing is that.
Why are we not suspending the chief culprit?
Where is it happening? Is it not in River State?
It's in River State.
Of course. So, is it happening in FCT?
Is there any constitutional provision that stipulates that a governor should be suspended under any circumstances?
Well, if in a diverse situation,
what section of the Constitution says diverse situation?
Well, the thing is that your
section what, sir?
The thing is that you are in democracy, and when certain things happen, you go the other way to amend things.
Okay, so you can go unlawful just to be right.
It's not unlawful. Section 300.
I put it to you.
Section 300.
Section 300 says what? Subsection what?
Well, I don't want to put on it, but what I'm trying to make you understand that he wanted a kind of to quench the volatility in River State. And that was what he did. And we are saying that now everybody in this country should know that that place is our heart. And nothing should touch our heart.
Okay, your money is more important to you.
Money and is it not if you have life, you now have money?
Okay.
If there's no life, there's no money.
Yes, if you don't have life, you won't have money.
Definitely.
But people's life have been taken in other places. And you have not declared.
They are working hard on it. If they declare state of emergency there, for example, it doesn't even quench whatever is happening there. Okay. What we have to do is to get on head on to fight whatever the insurgents and the bandits are doing over there. Okay. I think that's what should be done.
All right. Thank you very much. But then, talking about Section 300, you mentioned, of the Nigerian Constitution, it addresses the representation in the National Assembly for FCT, and it specifies that FCT shall constitute one senatorial district. Okay, I have as many federal constituencies as is entitled to under Section 49. So Section 300 does not state anything about the creation of emergency.
No, he's talking about Section 305.
I have not come to you.
No, the thing is that actually go down from 300. You go down, you see what I'm saying. Well, I said 300 or thereabout. That's what I said.
Section 305 of Nigerian Constitution stipulated, gave Mr. President the right and power to declare a state of emergency, but it did not give him the right to suspend the sitting governor. Under Jonathan, Shetima, current vice president, a state of emergency was declared in Borno. Shetima was the governor then. And Jonathan sent a sole administrator who was governing Borno together with him. He was in charge of security, the sole administrator, while Shetima was in charge of development and civic matters. Okay, civil matters, I beg your pardon. So there is no constitutional provision, even in that Section 305, that stipulates that upon declaration of state of emergency, a governor should lose the seat of suspended.
But what you have to understand about all this banditry, everybody should be involved. Before people will come into Nnewi, for example, to cause mayhem, people of this town was involved. Okay. So they should go into their states and find out who are the cohorts helping those bandits to function.
Who are these bandits? Which states?
Whatever you mentioned, Zamfara, even in we state there are a lot of things happening.
So why have you not declared state of emergency so you can make these findings?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough that you must declare state of emergency.
So why do you declare it in Rivers since it's not a mosque?
No, the thing is that it was trying to cause a kind of national fraudulent emergency in respect of our economy. Well, are you getting what I'm saying?
I'm listening, I'm not getting it.
So the thing is that we all have to put our hands on deck in security.
All right.
Me and you is part of it. If you see anything happening, say it.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Kenneth. Well, the submission is made and the response is left for our listener. Honorable Kenneth appreciated Mr. President for that declaration of emergency, and he may even ask Mr. President to declare it in Anambra, since it's a welcome development. Do you?
Anambra is quiet and peaceful, so we don't need that for that.